It's your boy Jizz to stop being dirty. TSU serve now! Oh my God. Yeah, we're gonna get right into it. There'll be messages all over this blog, so I figure let's just start this. So, TSU paperwork is out. First of all, I wanted to look into where this came from. Like, you know, it's funny because it's like Math Hoffa, you little bad blocker. So, Math Hoffa drops a interview with Easy, and then on this interview, towards the end, he says he's not sure if TSU is gonna make a return back to battle rap. Easy's like, you know, why is that? He's like, oh, you haven't heard, you know, things of that nature. Like, he's like, heard what? Like, he'll say, oh, you don't know? Like, oh, so people just let people back now after, wow, I guess things done changed, and making this implication of whatever he's talking about. And homie next to Easy, who actually did the interview with Easy with the whole Papoose question, was there like, oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I can't hate people, yo, I can't stand it. You didn't know nothing. Like, yo, and it's not to get at him. I cannot stand people like that. Every neighborhood worldwide always had a motherfucker like that. Oh yeah, I heard about that. You didn't hear about shit. Oh yeah, I've been knew that. No, you only know because I just fucking told you. Anyway. I know, this, no, you. So Math Hoffa basically implies, oh, then he's like, oh yeah, the paperwork, and you know, you know, we'll talk about it, you know, and then cuts the interview. So then I see, that's why if you see the "it's over" in here, that's my way of sending Piper Boy some shouts to the fact that, like, I seen this breakdown of the paperwork first on his channel, and that was it. I'm sure everyone's talked about it. I've been a little busy the past 2 days. I know we're all busy, right? But yeah, I am. I have no, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I wish to have better production. I have some things on the way. Just wait for it. I'm gonna tell you the whole backstory on what took so long to a certain thing I'm about to do with the channel. Like I told you all the time, man, your goals, your dreams, your admirations, no matter how small or how big they are, keep it to yourself, get it done. Then you can give the backstory on what made you want to do it and how you accomplished it. So I do have something in the works. You have to understand, no matter what I do, I'm still here at work. I know you hear that whistling. You know, the dampers are half open, and you know what I'm saying? I'm in front of a mini damper system, airflow flowing through, you know what I mean? It's either don't blog at all or what? Oh, can't you do when you get home? Yeah, I'm sleeping at work tonight. I'm on 2 doubles in a row. You find time where you find time. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, So I haven't been really in tune of what's going on, but I did watch Piper Boy's blog a couple of days ago. That's the first place I've seen it. So then I'm like, damn, basically Byron Blake, he broke down Surf's paperwork. I mean, he's reading it with the intellect of a school teacher fresh out of 6 years of college teaching a course for doctors. Like, he was that reading, and I mean, he done put on his monotone voice. This wasn't, no, I'm running down on show out, gambling, hitman hollers money away in the casino. That wasn't the Byron Blake we got. This was like straight A student. He's reading that paperwork to a T. I mean, damn it, this is all Hitman's fault. Hitman, you brought Byron Blake into battle rap. It's your fault. Blame him, sir. Blame him. Nah, so it's funny though. Just to pause that real quick, I ended up writing. Because I just wanted to see, because Pipe Boy's like pausing the video and shit like that, and even though I watched it in length, I wanted to watch it, like that video has to be somewhere where Pipe Boy got this video from somewhere that Byron Blake did. So I went to Byron Blake. Yo, I didn't know he had a whole YouTube channel. He kind of does the 1090J kind of thing. He break down paperwork because he did a bid. That's how he first got into, we met him, you know, through battle rap, through battle, him and Holla coming fresh out of jail and all that shit. So, you know, it's crazy. The video that Piper Boy's breaking down is 3 months old. I didn't know that. That's just said 3 months ago. Byron Blake did that. So, really, this shit's been out, been on the internet, been accessible, been right there. And it wasn't until Math has said what he said, and I guess maybe Pipe Boy looked into it and was like, oh shit, it's right here for the taking, basically. So, I'm just giving you the rundown of how I came about hearing and seeing about all this. Now, Sue Surf, the paperwork is out. Basically, they have the whole transcripts of, what the judge asked Sue Surf, what Sue Surf was answering, and I never heard so many yes ma'ams. Like, Sue Surf needs to trademark yes ma'am. I mean, Jesus Christ, Sue Surf went from gang to yes ma'am. Yes ma'am and yes ma'am. Did he do yes ma'am? Are you a part of this? And yes ma'am. He was yes ma'am. That yes ma'am son of a bitch, you. Oh, no, man. You have to be polite in court, you know what I'm saying? So, but, let's get into this. First and foremost, from old to young, the youth to the mature, let me tell y'all something about how I feel about, let me tell you, this gang right here, see that gang? See this gang? That gang? That gang? That's the only gang I've ever repped, I've ever cared about. I have friends that are Bloods. I have friends that are Crips. More so associates these days. Folks, I mean, I'm from Jamaica, Queens. I'll go back to Lost Boys with it. Yo, bro. I never was into the gang culture. It's not my thing. I don't understand it. I don't want to try to understand it. It's not for me. It ends two ways. Death or prison. Same way where you're moving heavy weight, everything like that catches up to you. Shortcuts in life catch up to you. These PPPs, loans, or whatever the fuck that was, and everything that's tied into these RICOs, and everything that all this gang, reading about the violence that Sue Surf was, I don't even have to say allegedly into. These are things that he admitted to doing. Firing at the, is it true that you shot at a rival gang? Yes, ma'am. Is it true that you had this gun on you? Yes, ma'am. Is it true that you are a part of this gang? Yes, ma'am. Is it true that you were a high-ranking member in this gang? Yes, ma'am. So, did you commit this crime? Yes, ma'am. Did you have these drugs on you? Yes, ma'am. Sue Surf admitted to all these things, and from what I gathered is when taking a plea deal, the part of that deal is every fucking thing that we're charging you with, you must say, yes, you did it. There's no other way around this. This is our evidence. You are going to prove our evidence to be factual by co-signing all the evidence that we have gathered on you and your gang, aka your associates. Now, speaking of associates, I want to stop right here and say, from watching Piper Boy's blog and watching Byron Blake's blog in full before turning on this camera, and if anybody sees differently, hit that subscribe button if you're watching right now, by the way. Please do me that favor. Hit that like button, but jump in the comments and tell me, was anyone's name in specific mentioned in this transcript, in this court case? Was Sue Surf asked, hey, was Mr. Stop Being Dirty, known as Jim's real name Jimmy, from Jamaica, Queens, did this man commit these crimes with you? If there was any name mentioned in this paperwork at all, I did not see that. I did not see Sue Surf say, this person did this with me. This person right here also on trial, or not on trial because this is for him to avoid trial, that's how he was sentenced, was he a part of when you got caught with these drugs, was he there? When you got caught with this gun, was he there? When you shot at the rival gang, was he there? I did not see that. I did not hear that. So I just want to say in this one part, to be fair about everything going on right now, Sue Surf did not name drop anybody. Sue Surf, from my understanding, took accountability for everything he himself was charged with. So we're going to be very clear on this. He did not take the stand and point a person out. Nothing like that. You know, he cut a deal. This is a plea deal. He is pleading guilty into what he has been accused of. Him himself accused of. To avoid trial and a big sentencing, which probably would have been outrageous. I mean, he already got sentenced to what, 5 years? This man is an ex-violent felon. How he doesn't even, like, he probably was facing 20 to life. I don't know. But all your crimes are drug-related, scamming, and violent. I mean, let's call it for what it is. A shit bucket, terrible example, low-life fucking human being. And I'm sorry for you know, Surf sees this, anyone who fucks with Surf sees this, but that's what you are when you're living that life. Yo, Jims, you don't know about that life. Of course I don't. I'm not a fucking loser. And I'm not trying to specifically call Surf that, but I am raising children, y'all. I am raising a little girl and a little boy. Do you understand the heartbreak I would feel as a father if my kids took this route? I don't know what's worse, if I try to show you a life that was better than I lived, or a life that I tried my hardest to steer you away from that, a great life, which I'm currently doing for them, so they don't have to see none of this dirty shit that I seen and that others seen way worse of, and take a good route, and they still take that bad route. I mean, that sucks. That's heartbreaking. But what if Surf had shortcomings in life and didn't come up with a dad or a mom or his dad wasn't around? That's a big thing in these households where your father's not around and a woman's raising a man, and you know, the streets is raising you. Sometimes that gang is your family. I had dear friends that I used to be very close with that, you know, had to choose that lifestyle because they didn't have to. You always have a choice, but felt like there was no other choice because the homies is your family. The block is your home. And that shit is very unfortunate. So I'm trying to look at this from all perspectives, because there's gonna be people here that have every right to be like, who live a life like Surf and say, I think that's a loser lifestyle, and come at me. But you know what? I understand that. Put it this way, is every single person that grew up without their dad a gang member and a criminal? Is every single person that didn't grow up with money a gang member and a criminal? Is every single person that grew up in the hood, the projects, the streets, orphanage, foster homes, did they grow up to be gang members and criminals? The answer is motherfucking no. Because your mother smoked crack, that means you're a crackhead? Because your dad is an alcoholic, that means you grew up to be an alcoholic? How about the people that have fathers and mothers that are alcoholics, and that's the reason they never touched alcohol? Or the reason why their parents and their role models were drug dealers and gang members, and they got killed living that gang life and in jail for life being drug dealers. Them seeing that as their role models, that's the reason why they never became a gang member and never sold drugs. How about those people? So let's be all the way fair. Yeah, we're gonna be all the way fair, right? Because there's my side. Oh, you won't know about that life. Cool. I don't want to. Then you have the people that chose that life because the circumstance in which they came in. But what about the people that were also in that lifestyle, who came up in that lifestyle and didn't choose that route and chose to be successful and not be a product of their filthy environment and upbringings, and chose to break out and chose to be different and chose a different route? I mean, at the end of the day, also, to speak about Tsu Surf in specific, he makes the best battle rapper music, which isn't a hard competition to win, because battle rap music, it's not that good. It's not that good. Sorry, guys, it's not that good. If it was that good, someone would be signing. Someone would have been. Nobody has ever seen success in the music industry from battle rap. They have not. Tsu Surf is the closest one. I like his music. I have his mixtape, his album. He has some dope shit. I fuck with some of his music. I sure do. One of the top paid, most popular battle rappers. I mean, you couldn't stop living this life. You chose to be here. And listen, man, I'm not trying to go into lecture mode more than I just did. You know, because I don't premeditate these blogs. I just speak from the heart. And my heart is just telling me to deliver a message of being like, you had a choice. And maybe there was a time in life where you didn't have a choice. Where all that front and stunting I hear you do, talking about your jewelry, talking about you have a driver, talking about how much you make for battles, talking about how much you make for mixtapes. Why are you still shooting at the ops? Why are you still getting scamming loans? Why are you still getting caught with this work on you? Why are you still living this life? Ain't nobody holding a gun in your head. Now, I understand once you with the gang, you with the gang. There ain't no getting out the gang, gang. Cool. Move the fuck away. Go somewhere where the gang isn't. Get away from that shit. You made your choice. You made your bed. And anyone who chooses this life, this is what comes with it. So let's learn from that. Let's jump back into the paperwork. Did Sue serve rat? Are you a little cheese grater? Huh? Provolone? What is up, pipe boy? Yeah, that shit's funny. Listen. I remember, what's his name? I love The Sopranos. Phil Leotardo. When Johnny Sack, you know, got acquitted or not acquitted. What was it? Basically, Johnny Sack, to get a lesser sentence, had to admit the existence of the mob. La Cosa Nostra does it exist? Yes. Were you a member of it? Yes. While everyone else that's getting bagged and arrested, when they're being questioned of are they members of the mafia, they don't ever admit the existence of the mafia, because then you get to tie in. Now, while you're trying to fight your case, once you make it tied into a movement like that, that's how things become RICOs, right? Because of the gang, because of the strength of this entity. Are you a part of it? Does it exist? Because once we get enough people to admit this shit exists, now we could just ring you all up. Every gang tattoo, all the flags, all that shit gets messy. So, did Sue Surf fuck up by mentioning the existence of the gang? I mean, yes and no, because when it comes to those rules, you ain't supposed to say shit. Especially if people are going on trial denying the existence of something that you're standing in court saying, yes, it exists. So when they say, when Mr. Cox is saying, yes, this shit exists, and you're over here telling me it don't, it's not adding up, buddy. And at the same time, oh, I don't know. Could the guy that has a big 6-0 tattooed from his neck to his tramp stamp lower back, on saying neighborhood crip on his fucking back tattoo, say that he's not 6-0 neighborhood crip? I don't know. Do you stand in court and say, well, these tattoos are just a coincidence, Your Honor? No, I don't know how that works. I don't know how. Please, gangsters of the world, let me know in the comments. And not only that, people are more educated than I am. This is me gathering information and taking my intellect as just a grown man, an adult that has a level of intelligence that is gathering information that I don't know about and piecing apart things in my best educational way from my personal opinion. This is what you are watching right now. I am not a lawyer. I'm not a Crip blood, nothing of the sort. I don't know. I'm taking what I've seen, and I mean, this is schoolwork, right? Like the ignorant people love to say, yo, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking. I don't know what the fuck the teachers were talking about either. But guess what? I learned what I read this portion of the literature, and then the questions on the question sheet, I fucking answered them from what I just read. So is everyone just obsolete and not, allowed to speak on something they read, they seen, then wrote their review of it? I don't know. I believe there's a whole entire educational system that's pretty fucking successful worldwide based off the fact that you can read something and learn something you didn't know shit about, then now tell me, what did you just learn from what you just seen? Hence, this blog. Do I think Tsu Surf is a rat? I don't know. Was he supposed to say these things that he said? I don't know. Does this affect his career? We will see. Half the rappers aren't living the life they're claiming to live anyway. I don't give a rat's ass. I never stopped there. Yo, I still say Young Buck has some of the dopest music from G-Unit back when. Oh, well, Young Buck got caught with a tranny. I don't give a fuck who he's trannying with, bro. I don't give a fuck about that. If that's what, how's the music? The Gunna situation. Oh, he admitted this while Young. I don't give a fuck about Young Thug. Gunna's music's always been better. I'm still gonna play it because I like the music. Now, these people are my friends, my relatives. If they were, now if people move in a funny ass way, then I have to judge you because you are gonna physically be around me. So now I gotta move different and move away from you because the way you're living, whether it's street related, gang related, drug related, I don't want that shit around me. I gotta get away from that. Now you affect me. But as far as the Tsu Surf battle, do I think of it any less different? I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel. I don't think I'm gonna give two fucking shits. Now, am I a part of the problem? Some might think so. Because I don't care about that? I don't give a shit. What I'm saying is, from what we are seeing, from this information, I don't give a shit. If you're a blatant, dirty fucking rat, no, your career is over. Like, yeah, you're name dropping, you know, you're doing shit like that. It just don't sit right with me because I looked at you as the persona in which you built up yourself to be. You are Tsu Surf, neighborhood, this and that, and big bad Surf and gang, and you know, oh, well, Surf just put 3 guys behind bars for 20 fucking years. Oh, fuck you, Surf. You know what I mean? Your whole everything is based on your gangsterism. And that shit gets taken from you, you ain't shit. Now, I would say if that's the case, there's name dropping. He put people behind bars from his paperwork, from snitching, from taking a stand. If that shit ends up coming out, does he look differently to me? Yeah. For the fact that the character in which you portrayed is not what it is. All that gets taken away because you painted yourself to be something you're not. So you're just fake. And that I don't like. That I'm not a fan of. I'm not trying to hear like, you know, I'm not trying to hear none of that shit actually because you ain't living it. And your believability in which you specifically painted yourself to be is a big part of why we're fans of you. So if you turn out to be a filthy sniffling rat and put your friends behind bars, I don't want to hear how you're gonna do this and do that and be the toughest guy in the world. Though you still can be. That's another thing. You talk about gays, you talk about this and that. Yo, a gay dude would blow your face off just like anyone else. The kid who you picking on in school will come back and shoot the school. The person who you think is soft is the person that'll knock you out. The person you think is tough is really the softest guy. The ladies' man is a fag. Yo, bro, this world is crazy. So, you choose. As far as what I've seen, he did not name drop anyone, and that is a big part of how I look at him. Now, was he not supposed to talk about the existence of a gang? I can give 2 fucking shits if they all blow up tomorrow. Do I care? I don't give a shit. This is the only gang. I'm promoting the shit out of this. This is just dad gang clothing. That's the name of them shit. If you buy anything, tell them Jim sent you, I guess. But as far as that goes, you know, I'm working on some new Stop Being Dirty merchandise. Oh my God, I'm working on my own thing. Matter of fact, don't buy it. Listen, dad gang. It's the only gang I care about. Parenthood gang. Protecting my peace gang. If it ain't bringing me peace, then peace gang. That's all I care about. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think. I want your full opinions. I'm very curious. I care about y'all as much as you care about me. Even if sometimes I don't be writing back to comments that I've read and literally answered in my head. I have a problem with that on text messages, like sometimes with my friends and shit. Like I be busy. Meaning like, because I always say, people have time, we do, but I'm saying like I be at work. You know what I mean? Like I have time to like read the text, but I can't like sit there and be like this, but I just read it like that. You know what I mean? Or come up on my watch and I'm not responding, some shit like that. So I'm always gonna read it though, and I do try my best to respond. But I'm curious, what do you guys think about this? This surf rat? Did he not rat? Do you think this changes his comeback? Are you still gonna be a fan of him? Everything I just said in this 25-minute video. If you watch this to the length, I appreciate it, man. And I'm sorry if this went on a little too long, but I feel like it was very entertaining. I'm looking at the time right now, like holy shit, I really just blogged for that long. But I wanted to give my full opinion on it. It is a big subject, and that's my full opinion on it. So let me know what y'all think. And besides anything that we just said again, man, remember one thing, man. Set your boundaries. Live for you. Tomorrow isn't promised, so try to do right today. Man, I just try to be better than yesterday. And that's the most I can ask of myself and what I would ask of you. Just try to be better than yesterday. If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. If this shit ain't bring you happiness, get away from it, man. Whether it's your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your whatever, man. Not your kids. Stay around. Your kids get annoying, but be a dad. Be a dad. But all in all, man, protect your peace. And if it ain't bringing you peace, then peace. Ah!